On this episode of Vet Chat, safety on the wrecked Corvette at the Robin Hood Rally in Tuxedo, New York, take the spotlight as Ashur speaks with Jackie Serrell, the rally's publicist, Doug Winston, a participant there, and the Chief of Police for Tuxedo, Patrick Wells. Vet Chat is presented by Rev Extreme Performance and Engineering.
Actually, let's get right to the first news story. Tell us about the wreck that happened at the end of the race there with the Corvette.
Actually, there was one accident involving a Corvette that happened in the morning. It is so noisy here. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It happened in the morning.
Can you tell me some details?
I apologize. Yeah. It was a Corvette was doing a run, and I'm not sure exactly what happened, but it hit a car that was parked ready to go next. So it was a Corvette V06 that collided with a BMW M5.
Okay. Do you know the name of the driver?
We're not releasing the names. I'm sorry.
Okay.
But I can tell you that both cars were totaled, but those drivers were fine. Thank God.
Both drivers were fine. Okay. So did you get any? What's a good word for it? I guess. Any concern from the local authorities or residents there because of the crash?
No, because actually we on site of the race we have EMS and fire trucks and 5 or 6 police officers from the town of Tuxedo, which is where the race was held, including the chief of police from Tuxedo, and everybody was on site. You know, everybody was here anyway, but everything was taken care of right away. The EMS came and examined the drivers, and the fire trucks came, and the chief of police and his crew were here, making sure that everybody was safe. They would take the utmost of care to make sure that all the participants and spectators are, protected in case of an emergency situation. So they actually, the race shut down after that yesterday, and there was no more racing after that accident, and then it picked back up today. And we've been racing since 8:30 in the morning, Eastern time. I'm sorry, it is so noisy here.
No, that's fine. I can hear you fine. Thank you. What any repercussions going to be for the driver? Is he going to, what was what caused the accident? I mean, why did he lose control of his car?
I don't have an answer for you. It was definitely a driver error. He lost control. They did make adjustments to the track, though. Based on what happened yesterday, they made adjustments to the track.
Okay.
Can you hear what's going on here?
Yeah, I can just hear a lot of noise.
That was a Shelby that just went past.
Okay. What kind of safety precautions have you made? Any changes because of this accident?
Yeah, they made changes to the course based on the accident. They rejiggered some curves to make it safer. So that.
Right. And what type of safety equipment are the drivers required to have to participate in this?
My name is Doug Winston. I'm one of the competitors.
Okay. How's it going out there for you?
Very well, very well. I have a very good entry over here. I have 2 vehicles that I brought. I have a Jeep, an SRTA Jeep, which is a high-performance Jeep, and I also have a Corvette. So, and that kind of will answer your question. I know that with the safety equipment. My Jeep is a purpose-built race car, which is loaded with all kinds of safety equipment. Which is basically mandated. We have NAFTA here that's running the safety portion of the event. That's the National Auto Sports Association.
Right.
And they're basically determining the vehicles that are stocked from the factory are basically allowed to run their stock factory equipment, regular seat belts, helmets, restraints, fire suits, no-mix clothing, racing shoes, that type of thing.
Right.
When you get into my Corvette, it has a full roll cage with the proper padding. We're what they call a Hans device, which is a head and neck support, and basically outfitted with, fire extinguishers, suppression, all that type of thing. So it basically depends on the level of the vehicle. Basically today I am running the Jeep because this course is very bumpy, very rough, and it dictates that a street car is going to do a lot better than a purpose-built race car.
Right. Okay. So you've had experience in road racing before?
Yes, I do.
Okay. All right.
I have a SCCA license.
I see. What are the competitors? Are they all out together on a track like a Rolex type series?
No, not at all. Absolutely not. It is a time trial format in which one vehicle goes at a time.
Okay.
They're timed, and then a vehicle comes back, and there's never more than one vehicle on the course at the same time.
I see. Okay, so you're not running your high horsepower Corvette or something against a stock BMW or something like that on the same road.
Correct. We're running against the clock, and then what we're doing, each car is weighed, and a dyno run is done, and they take weight and the horsepower, and they create an index, and that index is used to handicap the cars. So if you have a Mazda Miata, you can be competitive with a Lamborghini.
I see.
So it encourages, safe driving and not, if you come out with a lot of horsepower, you're going to be penalized.
Right.
So, my Jeep has a decent amount of horsepower, but it's pretty heavy, so I'm not really penalized heavy with it, and that helps me out a lot in this course.
I see. Did you were you there for the accident of the other Corvette?
I was here yesterday. Yes, I was. I've been here all the whole day.
Yeah. Can you tell me what you saw?
Well, I didn't see the actual event, but I know that the driver just was probably coming in a little too fast, and he came up over a bump, and the car got a little light. His wheels were pointed the wrong way, and kind of just did a panic stop and slid and went off the course and hit a vehicle that was off the side of the road. So unfortunately, we've the vehicle, the spectators have pushed back further, and more precautions have been taken today to prevent things like that from happening. And today, so far, not wood, we've had 0 incidents.
Good, good. Did that Corvette actually flip over? Were the news reports accurate about that? Did that Corvette flip?
No, it did not flip.
It did not flip.
Did
Okay.
not flip.
All right.
Went up on a berm, and then came back down, spun around. He spun around. I mean, he dissipated his energy as he turned around.
Yes. Okay.
So,
all right. Very
the
good.
way you're supposed to spin to dissipate your energy.
How do you feel overall the event went for you?
Obviously, we had a tough first day, but I believe that we had a logistical meeting, and the powers that be made it a very safe and event the second day. And I hope everybody had a great time, and I hope the town of Tuxedo was remembered as good hosts, because I think we had a bunch of great guests.
What happened with the Corvette accident? Can you give me some details on that, sir?
Well, based on the tertiary roadway between 2 major roads, it was on our first planned roadway. We had to put together a very, very quick event at the last minute. And due to the expert work of our highway department and all town officials and town emergency responders, including police, fire, and EMS, we came together as a team, and I think we provided the Robin Hood Road Rally with a great course. The course was very difficult, and unfortunately, due to driver error, and I'm not going to steal in on what exactly it was, we had an accident which could have been very, very serious, and thank goodness it was not, and we learned by our mistakes. We went back to the drawing board and fixed it, and we had a great day. Okay.
Were there any other accidents, sir?
There were 2 accidents in 2 days. The first run of the day on Friday set the tempo, and then I believe it was the 17th run where we had the real bad accident in which nobody was injured. The first accident, the gentleman sustained 3 breaks in his pelvis, and although he is in pain, he's expected to make a full recovery. So I'm very happy to hear that for him and his family. And other than that, it was smooth sailing.
Okay. What exactly changes were made from the time of the first accident to the next phase of the rally?
We just had to slow them down a little bit. It's not a high-performance road, and they're a bunch of contestants that obviously have an adrenaline issue that they're driving their cars on closed roads. I get the whole concept, but we had to chicane the course in 2 different locations, and we moved the start-finish line west of the original location, which was able to give the spectators a very safe vantage point to view the racetrack.